Back in the lab, I had to try and solve the problem of working the very medicinal myrrh into the dish. My hope was that in the time since we were in Oman, the myrrh oil and honey it had been mixed with might have mellowed its bitterness. Oh, God. That is so bitter.
I wouldn't want that as a birthday present.
Oh, my God. Getting myrrh in it's going to be a bit of a job. I still wanted all three of the wise men's gifts in my dish. I wasn't about to give up on myrrh yet. Pretty impressive. So I headed back to the source of the ingredient, the tree it comes from. Let's see if this is going to produce any different result. I've got a feeling it's not, but there's only one way to find out. So I'm trying to make myrrh tea. Just as I thought. Absolutely useless. Everything we did with it was bitter. And then we found ourselves with the rest of the dish trying to work out how we can put myrrh in the dish and then disguise it. And I thought, actually, what on earth's the point of doing this? It shouldn't be in there. It actually, to make the dish delicious, we had to leave the myrrh out and bring it into the starter in a different form. So I've come up with this. It's a teaspoon whittled from what we had left from the myrrh branch that I brought back from Oman. One of the key moments of any nativity play is when the wise men bring their gifts to the newborn baby. To give my guests a clue to the first course, hidden in their crackers I gave them a small wafer that when eaten tasted just like the smell of a baby.
I'll put
Babe in a manger.
Put it into your mouth and it melts magically. This.
Yeah, and let it dissolve.
It's all right, you can do it. It's gone.
Like there's
I've never called my mother.
What is it? No, I can't condone that.
Johnson's. That's what it is.
Really?
It's Johnson's talc, isn't it?
While my guests puzzled, I needed to add the final element to my three wise men dish, gold. And my inspiration for that came from a visit to the Muscat marketplace in Oman. So the idea with this is the third part of my triangle, I suppose. Frankincense, myrrh and gold. Because obviously, as a chef, gold leaf is not uncommon to use, but I just thought to be able to get it from the same place as hopefully I can be getting frankincense and myrrh, have that historical element. It just makes it that much more special. Hand hammered 21 karat gold, ready for use. For making jewellery, that is. Unfortunately, it's about 100 times too thick for me. One slight other complication, it's not edible. Back in the lab, I needed to find a way to get gold into the dish. This is 23 karat gold leaf for decorating food and beverages. It's gold finger gone wrong. Gold fingers. It's completely edible, and it's completely and utterly tasteless. My idea was to use the gold leaf to wrap a stock cube and make a gold ingot. But to do that, I first needed to make the stock. And this is a langoustine broth, which has been reinforced with quite a large amount of onions, been cooked off in star anise, a reduction of vermouth and other vegetables, aromatics and herbs. Now, the reason for freezing it is because this next method, which is ice filtration, it's just the most wonderful way to clarify a stock. The frozen stock is wrapped in muslin and left for 24 hours. What then happens is that the gelatine in the stock acts as a filter, and as the stock thaws, it holds behind its solids, giving an amazingly clear stock. This is a great technique that can be used with all stocks containing gelatine. The next stage for this is to freeze this in a -80 freezer. Once the stock is frozen, I then move it to another piece of industrial equipment I own, a freeze dryer, to remove all the moisture. So this used to go in here for about a day and a half. So this is the langoustine stock that's come out of the freeze dryer, and you can see it's taken this amazing kind of honeycomb effect. You've got to work very quickly though, because this is one to suck up every bit of moisture from the air. I then need to push the dry stock into my gold bar mould. There we are. So there it is, that's my langoustine stock cube. Next stage, I need to cover it in gold leaf. And there's my gold bullion bar. With all the gifts of the three wise men finally included, it was time to turn my attention to the garnish for the dish. I add egg yolk cooked with saffron to the plate, langoustine meat from the shells we used for the stock cube, next a coffee and saffron bavarois, pistachios lightly crystallized, and tiny onions lightly cooked and slightly pickled. Then, to add a real perfume to the dish, sea urchin. They have a wonderful violet character, which will work really well with the frankincense. Finally, some tarragon tips and chervil leaf. Not chopped, because that would destroy its delicate characteristic. So here's my first course. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh.
So, take the gold ingot.
Gold ingot. One
Oh,
gold
smell
ingot.
the tea.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Put
Actually,
place,
looks like gold.
First,
place
eat
gold
the movement.
ingot
Place
in
the gold ingot in the glass teapot.
Pour the
frankincense tea
over
Over
the
the
ingot.
Okay.
Oh, the teapot's quite
It looks like a bouillon with pretensions.
Oh, look at that.
That's lovely, the least colour.
So it all breaks up the gold.
I love the luxury of the fact that out came this ingot of gold leaf, and then you poured a little sort of tea over it, and the gold leaf flooded into a million little pieces.
Yeah.
These were made in Oman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were huge.
Look at them from a piece of branch.
I'm eating gold
Smells
and
wonderful.
frankincense and myrrh.
Oh, the taste of the broth is amazing.
Okay, so we have that in.
And
then
it's
over
enhanced
everything.
by the fact that we're eating gold leaf along with it, isn't it?
But it's very, very delicate and intense flavours. And it looks so pretty as well.
I hope it's not going to make our Christmas dinner at home look a bit shabby.
It's completely insane. It's completely, insanely, bonkersly, madly, Englishly fantastic.
There's so many different tastes.
You can't make it at home, so you know that there's one person on the planet that's making it, and it's this mad inventor.
Tell you what, if I'd been served this when I was born, I'd have started a religion.